Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another Ride Along with Goggles. And we're in Bishop, California, and we're heading for, Austin, Nevada. And that's all. Austin has been added by Reforma in the Reforma map, and so is Bishop. So we're on the Reforma map going from California into Nevada. And it's a pretty cool trip, so let's get on with it and see what we make out. Got the new Haterbilt 4.2 here.
Let's get going. The leaders of many foreign nations await your arrival.
All right. I'm sure they're going to be waiting with bated breath. It's a big old, I can't remember what, that looks like a V12 CAT. Interesting. Let's see, what do we got going? Brakes. Boy, the lights ever kill the frames per second. Holy. Just fell off a cliff there. Well, there's been a whole bunch of strange stuff going on with the game in the last little while, I find. Trying to get the recording stuff to work. It's been like a 2-day battle to get the recording settings back to where they were at one time, where they would work. Like, it was just been insane. I have no idea what happened or why it's so broken. But what used to be easy to do, you just set it all up in OBS. You can separate the audio and all that, the audio tracks, just have at her. And no dice. It is not working like it used to. Oh, I got it. Really
Keep right, and then turn right.
Really itchy nose here. Doing something with the wheels today, something a little different.
Turn right.
We've got the Alcoa wheel pack version 1.3 from Steam running here.
Keep right, and then turn right.
This should be pretty neat to drive because we've got sunrise coming here.
Keep right, and then continue straight.
So we should see a nice
Continue straight.
Nice sunrise here. Let's see how it pans out. Oh, I got the windows. Look at this cheeky bugger. Oh, how he stops. What a putz. Just can't figure out this AI at times. I'm telling you, it's painful. Missing the sunrise. Guess it would be nice if we timed it out a little longer for the sun to come up. Or if we had to start it was a little darker, I guess. Better way to say it. quickly figure out what's going on with the duck up front on the hood there. It looks like there's something glowing. I wonder if he has a glowing tip on his little cigar there or something. Oh yeah, that's what it is. That little chunk of cigar in his beak. He's chewing on it, I guess. So this load is it's a genset, 44,092 pounds.
Keep right, and then continue straight. Continue straight.
Yeah, so this load, this trip is, I think, 277 miles, I think. And it's not urgent. Oh yeah, we got the Chaparral Hotshot skin on here. It's the skin. I think I have it on Steam. It's for the Viper. And one thing new with this truck is in this version of the game, you can have front steps can be fuel tanks, which is kind of cool. I like that look. But the downside is it seems to peel the paint job for them off the air cleaner area. And it ends up on the driver's side step tank step, whatever. It's got a bled out, stretched unit number. You can see I got a unit number on the air cleaner. Well, that ends up on top of the tank, all stretched out, looking goofy. Not on the passenger side, just the driver's. So there's an option to have them chrome, black, or paint. And in our case, with a black paint job, that's where the black paint and the smudge went on them. So I chose the default black, and it is ugly. It's just like matte black for some reason. So, a little disappointing. Like, I don't consider flat black to be a paint job. I just don't get it. Like, I mean, I understand rat rods and stuff like that, or a guy wants to just sort of a matte finish on a, for whatever appearance reasons, but on your truck that you spend 150 grand on, you want flat paint job? I don't see it.
Keep right.
Now these trucks, I bet you one or two of them are going to go around this corner here to the right. They seem to have an aversion. Yeah, the first guy is. They seem to have an aversion to taking the access ramp. I wonder if the second guy's coming around too. Yep, they both are. If I was really optimistic type, I'd say they were doing it to let me get around them. So this trailer is legal in California with the forward bogies, or axles slid forward. got to get a couple more tutorials done pretty soon here. I'd really like to do the one on beginning, you know, starting out with no mods, and how do you get a mod and where do you put it, how's it go, and oh, man, when they start out like that, makes you nervous. Anyway,
Continue straight.
I would like to make that video. And the other one I was thinking is I still got to do I'd really like to do one on getting a convoy working and what you have to do if the mods in your convoy aren't working right, and how do you sync up the mods with your friends and everybody get on the same page, because it can be really frustrating. And it's actually, you know, after a lot of time doing it with some good friends who are kind of keen and
Keep left.
able to
And pin, turn left.
troubleshoot the process, had pretty good luck with it.
Turn left.
So I think that would be a really good video to do.
Keep left. And pin, turn left. Turn left.
Sorry, I was just trying to think of what could have happened to the game that's made a bunch of things break the way they have for... It's not just me. I had another YouTuber complaining to me, or well, not complaining, he was just, you know, wasn't whining at me or anything. He was just making a comment about how troublesome the game was to get things right in the last little while, and performance-wise. And he's got a NVIDIA 4080, and he's finding it a bit messy. And like I said before, I've got a pretty good PC. I certainly don't have a 4080, but I've got a top of the line RX 6800 XT. I think recognized as a really good one from Asus Tough Gaming, and it does perform very well, but the performance in this game has gone downhill a bit, and I'm finding that I'm being a little more choosy about the trucks I drive lately, just so I can have my old level of performance, because they're really bad. Like, I mean, something's changed. Wonder, like, I was sort of comparing it to Farm Sim 22, where Farm Sim 22 is, oh, it's the most awful game engine you can imagine, and unless you have a really, really stout PC, it's gonna perform terribly. And I find even with my really good PC here, like the difference in, like if I look at my average frame rates, which are going to be taking a hit right now, and I do spend a lot of time in this game sort of static or whatever, where I'm not really doing much because I'm running in to test skins and stuff, and then I get out. And that's like half of the time I've spent in the game is doing skins. But nevertheless, it gives me an average frame rate rating of somewhere around 150. And Farm Sim 22, I get 40 something. 40. And so that means like a lot of time you're down at 20 or 30, and it's lurching along. It's absolutely atrocious. And I kind of wonder, what are these developers thinking about? Because if you're trying to expand your base and the people play your game, and they get a demo off Steam, and they try it out, and they're coming from like Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Like I get 300 frames per second in that, easily over 300. And so it's like gold. It's just all so nice. And then you come into this game and you go, oh, that doesn't look so good. And if you go into Farm Sim, you're going to go, what? I don't want this game. And I wonder how many sales they lose when people come in and demo these things and go, oh, wait a minute. I love the premise and everything else. It looks really good, but this lack of performance is killing me. Just I can go play something else. Like I don't know all those first-person shooter games or whatever, but they tend to be the most popular, I think. And when you can go and play those, like fluid, smooth, and why would you want to play these games? And so, how do you expand your player base if you don't bite the bullet at some point in your development and do what's right? Make the game run properly instead of let your feet stuck in the past. For what reason? You may not be making a lot of money in your game because you're not growing your base. Oh well. That must seem like an awful crotchety old fella with all these complaints, but just observations. I know there's got to be people who are way more frustrated than I am, because like I can get by with this isn't hurting me any. But if you got an old 1080 or 1660 or something rather like that, and they're a 9R Fury X or something from AMD, whatever you got.
In 400 meters, turn left.
You would come into this and go, or see this sort of change to your game and be thinking to yourself, man, how much longer can I put up with this before I bail on this game?
Turn left.
All sorts of things I wanted to do. One of the things I was going to do yesterday was look at this engine. Made a big point. That was what I was going to do. And this low torque had off idle that this end, the 3406 had. I think they need to be fixed big time. And I did nothing but troubleshoot OBS yesterday and today. It's I started doing this video just after 4 p.m. my time, and I spent all morning at it and all afternoon. Not really getting anywhere, I don't think. I'm obviously recording again, and we'll see when I go to mix it and edit it in DaVinci how well the separate audio tracks are working now. But disappointing. I did about, between yesterday and today, I must have made somewhere in the neighborhood of 150 little 15 or 20-second clips. And just to test, to see like so many little test videos, and you get my voice going, or you get the game audio, but you don't get both, or yeah, super frustrating. Man, that must be a bus full of overweight tourists or something, because this isn't that steep. I mean, well, it's steep, but 9 miles, no, how we're going 15 now. Another truck catching us. I would say just take these stupid green tour buses out of the game, or do something with them. Since when I very first played the game, they were a problem. However they've configured them, it's very unrealistic. Like, they're not going to be the most powerful thing on the road by any stretch, and you are going to have to slow down for them. But to the extent that you do, it's kind of absurd. Here he goes again. His performance is just falling off the map. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, we're gonna have to pass him. He hits the brakes and stops. Putz. These must be in limp home mode or something. Taking some pretty big loads up over this pass here. Kind of cool. We're going to go down. There's a little town right below the hill here. It's pretty cool how it's just tucked over the edge of that last hairpin at the bottom. A really tight and steep descent into town. That steeple right there, like this view of it's kind of, what the heck is going on? And we'll get down around there and go right by the other side of the street. The other side of the church, I meant, on the street out front. It's quite a little drop. to get from up there by the steeple to down at street level, or front steps. Oh, I guess we're way below the steps. I don't think he'd go up that road. No. Oh, that's a steep one.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 400 meters, turn right.
Oh, this is it. There.
Turn right. You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
Okay, where do they need it? Inside. Oh, well, hopefully we should be able to drive into this bay with this trailer with the rear slider slid forward. Should turn pretty good. Let's get way over here. Let's have us in this. Oh, there we go. That bay there. Should be doable. Might have to just take an extra crank at this part right here. Get the truck out, the trailer over as far as we can this way. Yeah, that'll do. So yeah, the truck done up, well it is, the Viper and the Haterbilt are really 379s. I know everybody, and myself included, keep calling it a 389, but it's a 379. And I don't even remember if there's 380, I guess there must be 389 parts for it. But I mean, it originally was a 389. I guess it still is. It's our 379. I guess I never really paid a huge amount of attention to it. But we got through that video okay with you know, reasonable frame rates. It wasn't bad. It wasn't jerky or anything. And I was gonna do the video originally with the Roland 389, and it wasn't terrible. But I actually snuck this truck into my Roland and what was the other one? Roland and Dom's 379. I had them in a profile. I stuck this one in there just because I wasn't happy with the frame rates on the other two, and I really want to do another video with Dom's 379, but man, it's getting killed on frames with these latest changes. So that's why that didn't really happen. But this is an interesting truck, and once again, it's free, you know, so lots you can do with it for a free truck. And I say I do have the oh man, excuse me, the Alcoa 1.3s on there. But anyway, lots of fun. And I got the trailer drop axles working pretty reliably now. When I moved it to that switch, I think I mentioned in a previous video, I moved it from there to over here. And this switch here needs to be replaced. Oh boy, lots to do. But guys, I just want to thank you again for the subscriptions. And as I've started this recording, I think it's around 10. I think we're at 990 subscribers, if you can believe it. I never would have thought it was going to happen, but looks like it just might. So anyway, thanks so much for just dragging us up to the finish line, and I'm sure we're going to get over it. And can't thank you enough. As always, guys, you take care, and catch you on the next one. Bye for now.